Are there any statements? I call the member for Lindsay.
Speaker. Sitting in the chamber here for the last hour, I've heard some of the most exceptional tributes to Corporal Cameron Baird, and I'd like to thank you for the tributes just made. On behalf of my community in Lindsay, we are a proud military community, and it gives me great privilege today to rise to pay tribute to Corporal Cameron Baird, VC, MG, the 100th recipient of the Victoria Cross. Deputy Speaker, the Victoria Cross has long been a distinguished part of Australian military history and our highest military award. To Corporal Baird's family, Doug and Kay, as well as the entire family, I express my sincere condolence and gratitude for the son you have lost. You must be so proud of your son, such an amazing young man who has been taken away from you way too soon. And like the 40 other Australians who have lost their loved ones in Afghanistan, you now feel the bittersweet pain of the loss and the hole in your lives that this gives, but then the pride of what they have achieved and what they have done in service to our nation. I would like to echo the sentiments of the Prime Minister at the ceremony on the 18th of February, and I quote, "What can we say but this? Greater love hath no man to lay down his life for his friend. We will always draw strength from his actions, for we are a nation of memory, not just memorials. His name will live forever." As members have already noted, this medal is a decoration for according recognition to persons in the presence of the enemy, perform acts in the most conspicuous gallantry, for daring or preeminent acts of valour or self-sacrifice, or display extreme devotion to duty. Reflecting on these qualities, it is only fitting that Corporal Cameron Baird receive the Victoria Cross for Australia. Corporal Baird made 5 Special Forces tours with the Australian Defence Force serving in East Timor, Iraq and Afghanistan. On the night of the 22nd of June 2013, while serving in Afghanistan, Corporal Baird made the ultimate sacrifice. Corporal Baird charged the enemy line, the compound, 3 times. He repeatedly and fatally drew enemy fire away from his team members and charged the enemy positions. That is the act of a truly brave and noble soldier, and an act of valour. Corporal Baird was, in short, an outstanding leader of men, and we have heard this in detail today by many speakers. Before himself, he put love of his country, but greater than that, love of his mates. He is the embodiment of the Anzac spirit and that of the Australian soldier. The final lines of the Australian Soldier's Code states, "At all times I act in ways that will bring honour to Australia and credit upon the Army, my unit and my fellow soldiers." Well, Corporal Baird, you most definitely have achieved that. You have in every way been an ultimate soldier, and right to the very last moments, you have most definitely embodied the Anzac Code. In receiving the Victoria Cross, the bravery of Corporal Baird will be remembered and instilled in Australia's military history. On behalf of the Lindsay community in which I represent, we express our deepest sympathies to your family, your mates and your regiment. As a nation, we will be always forever in your debt and grateful for your bravery and sacrifice. We will remember him, lest we forget.